Alright, what's up guys? So, Wear Testers has uploaded a video titled Air Jordan 38. Yeah, I saw a picture of these maybe yesterday or a couple of days ago. I actually like them. Like, no, compared to like the last, cuz I think I started getting like the newer Air Jordans. I think I think it was like 34, I think. They got skipped 35, 36. I think I got the 37s. But no, the 38s I do I do have the 37s because it was like a collab that I had got and stuff. But no, I'm saying like the ones that I saw, I was like, nah, bro. Oh, they look like they're gonna be putting it in the like the not the I can't even think of the box name and stuff, but it's like they're not using as much material, I guess, to go with these boxes. I can just tell by like the lines in the side, just by that small little piece that they're showing. Yeah, I can tell that it's gonna be, unless like he switched boxes, because yeah, they're I think with the last Air Jordan the 37s, they did too much with the box. I was like, you gotta like take the one part off and then it's like opens up from the side. I'm like, that's doing too much. All right, but no, let's go ahead and check out this video, guys. If you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Wear Testers. They upload some of the best like sneaker review videos that I've seen. Like anytime when I'm looking for a shoe, I always check Wear Testers, and then I just go search around if I can't find anything. But for the most part, they usually review the shoes that I always be looking at. So anyways,
2023 has been a great year so far for basketball shoes, but you guys already know I'm pretty much anticipating the pinnacle of performance every single season. Oh man, I'm so excited.
they look nice.
And they smell amazing. They actually don't. They don't smell like anything. They're so see-through.
Oh dang, that smells. I be buying shoes for that reason alone, like the smell. Like, you open. I'm trying to think. There has been. I remember I bought some foam posits and it was some Vapor Maxes, and that smell just hits you, and it's like, yeah, bro. Some good shoes. I should just do a video where it just like some shoes with the best smells, because I'm telling you, man, that smell is unmatched.
Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on what could be the best basketball shoe of the year. And this, my friends, is the Air Jordan 38.
I like it.
Damn, these are beautiful. What do you think?
They look like they are the next in line as far as
Like
everything
to get a
we've
sandwich
seen.
or what?
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, this is going to follow the 37, which followed the 36, which followed the 35. They all...
Really?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Pokemon. We've just leveled up or something.
Nah.
Yes.
I see what she's saying, but I don't know. I feel like with the last few, the 37s were they were nice. The 35s, I did like I can't even remember how the 36, how they look. They might have skipped out on 36. They did some iPhone stuff. I need to look it up, because I'm like, I feel like I should remember. And then the 34s, I had just got those because I was like, that was when I was just, yeah, my sneakerhead addiction. It went crazy one day. I was just going around. Anything I saw, I was buying it. So I was like, I had just bought the 34s just because. And I was going to get the 35s, but I was like, I just kept pushing off on it. And now it's like, they don't even sell those shoes no more. But, no, I mean, like, I had to say, like, out of all of them, like, I do like the 37s. It would probably, in order, 35s, those, and then the 37s. Because, yeah, this is like the 37. I got those because I was like, it kind of reminded me of, like, of an 11, an Air Jordan 11 a little bit. Just kind of how, like, it was... like not the pattern, but just how overall it was shaped and stuff. But anyways,
I mean, of the 34s, not in the sense that they look like them, although I guess kind of when you bring it up a little bit, but it's mostly just that, the 34s.
I wish it was darker though. Like that's my issue with these shoes, is that they make them like, I know people are, they're gonna like try to use this part. They make the shoe too white. Okay, there we go. But I'm saying, like, because when I wear a white shoe, I feel like I gotta be like extra careful with it. Like, I had just bought some the Terminators, and it was the red and white colorway. But I'm like, bro, like, I don't know when I gotta wear this like on a special occasion. And I feel like shoes like this, you either wear them at the gym or a special occasion. You can't be like me, where it's like, you just be wearing your shoes everywhere. Like, I'll go to the store, step in dirt, mud, and all this other stuff. Yeah, them shoes gonna be mad dingy, like, in my house. So that's why, like, if they make the colors like darker, then okay. Like, if this part maybe like gray or just something else. But yeah, it's like, it gets dingy after a while, then it's like it loses that look. So
Took something and just kind of like refreshed it, and that shoe was amazing. And then everything after that was kind of derivative of that model. This one though ditches all that stuff. There's no eclipse plate, there's no see-through hole, there's no unlock zoom and all that stuff. It's all different shit. And this, it just feels like a nice little refresh or revamp of the line. And I also think that the stuff that they did to it, as far as the callbacks to the Air Jordan 8, are so subtle and so perfect that it still feels like its own thing. It doesn't feel like the 35s, the giant tongue, which I loved. It just feels awesome. Now, before we deep dive into the shoes, I did want to take a quick look at the box, just because it's the most lackluster box I think we've ever seen on a flagship Air Jordan.
they're trying to, help out the environment more and stuff, so they're not, putting, because they know people gonna probably dispose of these boxes and stuff. So yeah, that's probably why they're doing that. Like, they're trying to also, on top of that, most likely save money too, and have it where they can put more money into the shoe. Because I imagine with the 37s, for those that never bought the 37s, I don't even know where I would have those. So hold on for a second, let me see if I can. So you see this box right here with the lines cut out on the side, that's the 37 box. So you have to like slide this piece out and then the box open. They just used too much material for the boxes, so that's probably why they're all like, yeah, we don't have money to just be going. So yeah, let's just use these boxes because they're probably much more cheaper. Then probably on top of that, they wanted to have it where the money goes directly to the Jordan rather than let's go above and beyond for the boxes and stuff. So I can see maybe they'll have it where the boxes they come in this style, but then they'll probably like change up this front. That's probably why they had the Michael Jordan, but they'll probably change this up and have it where it might be the Jordan emblem or the Nike or whatever. So
because they actually did something with a purpose, the entire shoe, the packaging, all that stuff, it's all part of their Move to Zero program. So this shoe right here and everything that it comes with, which is nothing, it's just the box and the shoe, all was made with a purpose in mind, very similarly to today's sponsor. So today's video is brought to you guys by the good folks over at Dime Sports Co. They make these Dime balls right here. These are awesome.
Nice.
I use this ball exclusively outdoors, not this one, this one. Even though it says indoor game ball, I've only used this thing outdoors, and it is awesome. It's like a tank, you know what I mean? This is not something that you can do with a Wilson or other competitors and stuff like that unless you buy their outdoor specific models. Believe it or not, I've used this outdoors for over 2 years throughout the pandemic. And
just
all
recently
this probably
bought
the balls
those.
you see in all of the B-roll shots during all of those videos.
They're nice.
And
I like
still
them.
just
I like
as grippy
them.
and just as tacky, moisture wicking, all of that kind of good stuff. The channels inside the ball feel awesome. So if you're a shooter or if you're a ball handler and you'd like to be able to feel all of that stuff on your fingertips, you're gonna love it.
I guarantee it.
Now, the ball itself isn't the only thing awesome about the company. They're also a brand that's on a mission. So basically, anytime that you purchase one of their basketballs, every dollar in profit, they donate a dime to various youth sports charities that pay for league fees and uniforms and all that kind of stuff, like the equipment, the refs, all that stuff. So that's why they're called Dime. They're actually giving an oop to other people. So you help them out and then they help out others. It's kind of paying it forward all within itself. They do ship it to you inflated and everything, just like this. This came straight out of the box. The box holds the basketball.
They would sell a basket. Who sells basketballs deflated? Oh, I would be upset if I bought a basket. Cause I don't know, bro. Like I just every time, like the times I remember when I would get, like especially when I was a kid, I'd get a basketball. Like it always would like be inflated. I'm like, bro, that seems like that's just whoever does that, they doing it on purpose.
Perfectly. They also all come with a basketball pump needle, which I think
cool.
is really useful. I don't think you can ever have enough of these. The retail price on the ball is 65 bucks, so obviously it's cheaper than the competitors. If I was going to compare this ball to a different ball on the market, the easiest one is the Wilson Evolution. It's basically the same exact type of feel. It's got the same microfiber type of cover. The only difference is it's not a Wilson, it's a dime. So if you were interested in grabbing one of these basketballs, all you got to do is check the link down below in the description box. It'll head you over to their website where you can check out. 65 bucks, you get this bad boy right here. Use it indoors, outdoors, whatever it is that you want. You'll actually know which ball is yours too, and it's not the same ball as everybody else's. Now, like I was saying, the box itself is part of the Move to Zero program. So we've got literally nothing on here. It just says that it's part of the Move to Zero program and that 20% of the shoe or this product is made with at least 20% recycled content. Down here though, it's pretty cool. I don't know exactly what it is. It looks like one of those things that when we were kids.
Spirograph?
Is that what they were called? Where you put it in the gear and you follow the thing and it makes some crazy ass design? That's what it looks like right here. It says designed and engineered for the greatest of all time. And they also have that same exact call out.
I'm trying to think was it Nike? I think I don't know why I feel like that there was at a point in time they did come out like there was like kids that they didn't like build the shoe, but they had kind of like an input on the shoe some years back. I feel like kind of like before the pandemic era. I feel like that there was something along those lines. I don't know. It could just be, figment of my imagination. But I feel like that's, something that I remember where it's like there was at a point in time. So I don't know. Maybe that could be the case where they're all like, yeah, let's have it where a kid has like an input of like what they would want on the shoe and stuff. So, or on the box or whatever. But anyway.
There at the forefoot section, right in the middle. The shoe itself, again, looks fantastic. I think that this is a beautiful shoe. I cannot wait to see the low top. Like, could you imagine these as a low? Oh my God, it's gonna be great. But anyways, the outsole right here is, again, just like the 34s, they just kind of reintroduce the herringbone traction pattern, no frills, no gimmicks. When I put this on our little stage right over there and we just kind of do little traction tests and stuff like that, I mean, this is mad grippy. So I have a good feeling about this, man. I have a good feeling about this. The brand does have their own YouTube channel, and in that channel they have this video, like a breakdown of like kind of behind the design. If you haven't checked it out, it's really awesome. But basically it highlights this shoe as well as their other signature athlete shoes, the Tatum 1s, Zion 3s, and the Luka 2s.
They already made a Zion 3?
Shoes, the Tatum 1s, Zion 3.
This is my first time actually seeing it. Cause I got the 1s, I got the 2s. I didn't even know that they made the 3. I think that's another thing that it's been a minute since I've been on the Nike app. So yeah, I've been like, cause I'm like trying to like go back out to stores again, and get shoes rather than getting them online and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm like, dang, okay. I mean, I like them. This maybe if they would have had like more like kind of like with like maybe more of this, but kind of in the midsole and stuff, where it was like kind of like a black middle. So I'm saying, bro, they need to have it where I be out here with design. I like these this, but it's just like with these, it look like some like non-slip like colorful shoes or something. Like if Zion made like a non-slip shoe, I feel like I could like wear this at like a restaurant of some sorts. And then these ones, yeah, it's like you could wear those out in the court. This, on the other hand, it's like maybe if there was like a basketball team with those colors and things, then yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
And the Luka 2s. One of the things that I noticed while watching that whole thing is that there was a version of this shoe with a solid white rubber outsole instead of the clear bottoms. So I'm curious and wondering, because they've done this many times in the past, if the overseas version will feature XDR outsole, which would also be a solid rubber outsole instead of the clear rubber. That's typically what they do. But anyways, the outsole feels awesome. Does it feel like it's going to be durable outdoors? Not exactly. Are you really going to buy the flagship Jordan, the pinnacle of performance, the highest price model typically on the shelves, except for I think LeBron's might be a little bit more than this. Those were 200. These are just under. Are you going to spend that much money for an outdoor basketball shoe? I mean, if outdoors is all you play, then go for it. I understand that. However, I don't think that the majority of the consumers after this shoe are looking for something to destroy outside. I think they're looking for their next true game shoe for indoor play. Now the cushion is very interesting, especially when you like take a look at the KD16s where they kind of remove some of the stuff that we all love, like that Zoom Strobel. It's actually in here. So we have full-length Zoom Strobel. I do wonder, this is a conspiracy theory, but I just wonder if like, because there's no Zoom Strobel in any of the units anymore, or any of, Nike's signature stuff. So I'm wondering if Jordan Brand kind of like, that's ours now.
I mean,
it seems weird that they would just switch it up out of nowhere. But anyways, like I was saying, there is a full-length Zoom Strobel in there. The insole itself is a recycled material, so it's not quite ortholite. It's got a whole bunch of weird shit in there. It's ortholite-ish, but like I'm not going to say that it's actually ortholite. It just looks like a bunch of screws.
That's one shoe where it's like it kind of just had its moment, but you don't really see nothing about it now. But it was these shoes with the beads at the bottom, the Nike Joyrides. And I'm like, I thought that these would have been like, this would have been the next like React. Because it's like you see where they got like the Air Jordan 1 Reacts. They got like all the other like the Air Jordan 1 Zooms. They got like all these different types. And I thought like they would have came out with like a Air Jordan 1 Joyride. I would have supported it. I definitely would have bought me a pair if they came out with that. But Yeah, it just seems like they was like, oh, let's, just test it out and then just see what happens with it, and it was over with. I'm like, bro, I don't even see, they don't even have those on the website anymore. I was like, it's been a fat minute since I've seen those shoes on the website, so you might be able to find them like on a reselling website, but yeah, if they had it where it was like the midsole, where it was kind of like in section, well, maybe not in sections, but kind of like where it's just, or the insole, at least something, but yeah, they just said no, we're not gonna do it. Oh, bro, that would have been sick if they had it where it was like, yeah, like the mid and outsole, and then they had it where even the Nike emblem, they had like some like beads in it. That would be sick.
Perhaps, again, part of that whole move to zero thing where they're using as much recycled material as possible. Now, in addition to the full-length Zoom, underneath that is a Phylon midsole. Feels like it's injected Phylon. It's kind of firm to the touch, but it feels really good underfoot. And then underneath that, you can actually kind of see it poking through, but it's that bright red stuff under there, and that is what they're calling Cushlon 3.0, which is very interesting to me, just overall as a consumer, just because I've been touting how good Cushlon is. I've been saying that they should be using it, not Jordan brand specifically, but just, the Nike brand and stuff like that. But I've been saying that they should be using that stuff for, man, almost, or maybe it has been over a decade. I don't even remember, but like they used to use that stuff on their budget shoes, their budget basketball shoes. I've got like, I think it was called the Prime Hype DF or something like that. But that featured Cushlon. The old Chris Paul models featured Cushlon within the Podulon. And yeah, so like ever since those models, I've been always like, yo, you guys should use Cushlon more. And now is kind of like, it feels like the time, like they've just been using it non-stop. I do wonder where Cushlon 2.0 was. I don't even remember hearing about that, so that's weird. Anyways, you can actually see it throughout the entire outsole right here. It is full length, and
probably because I know there's like those Nike shoes, like you'll see them maybe like in Famous Footwear somewhere else where they might have the materials in there, and so, but I feel like a lot of those shoes they'll have them on the website, so I don't know. It's one of those things where they probably had it like on like a little amount of shoes, like just the ones they didn't really nobody talk on. And then yeah, then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, now we're on the 3.0.
Feels incredible. Like I gotta say, Cushlon is a foam that is rubber based, which most foams are. They're kind of like a mixture between plastics and foams. It's really weird, like when you go and actually like look at what all of the polymers are. Nerd alert! And how different they can be, like in certain instances. Like sometimes they can be like this, they can be kind of fluffy and bouncy like a foam, but they can also harden it so that it could be like a PVC pipe or whatever. It's just super strange, but hey, that's science. My only concern is that it's very soft.
I think everything that Wear Testers has shown, like in those like small movie clips, I think I ain't seen every. It's like it's good to meet people where it's like you're like y'all are into shoes, same movies. I'm like, nah, man. I think this is why I watch this channel so much, because I'm like, it's stuff that I can relate to. Me being a sneaker addict, and then some good movies and TV shows.
It also is rounded, so my only concern would be potential instability for people that rock on their heels a lot. I don't mean literally rock on their heels. I mean people that use their heels while in motion instead of being a forefoot and then onward. Some people actually like to like really hard brake on their heels and stuff, and sometimes when that happens, if the heels aren't designed well enough, you'll watch those people just wipe out on their own. I've seen it plenty of times. I've seen people do it in the Kobe 9s and so on and so forth. But that would be my only real concern. Everything else from that part forward just feels awesome. It feels like it's propelling you, and I think that that's not only from the cushion itself, but also from the support system that they got in here. So when we talk about support and we talk about the Air Jordan 8, what do we think about?
The cross strap.
That's right. Now we don't have cross straps on here, thank goodness. I never liked that feature. It took me a really long time to warm up to the Air Jordan 8. So I'm talking about like
The Aquas.
the Aqua. Yeah, what was that? Was that
Huh.
No,
before?
because
That was
Kara.
way
I didn't even know that thing, because I've never owned a pair of Air Jordan 8, so I was like, I was on it. I've got like, because now I got the, they should have, well, no, because I guess they're trying to just, have it where it's like, it only has like certain things. But, no, the Jordan MVPs, where it's like the 6, 7, and 8s. And, if they had it on there, I guess that'd been my first time actually seeing that. I'm trying to think, though. I'm like, I don't know if they probably still do it today. But, yeah, I was like, I don't know. I guess I never really paid too much attention to an Air Jordan 8 to actually see that and stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's the, next pair of, probably before I get these. I definitely want to get these and try these out. But I know at some point in time I gotta get 7s, 8s, 9s. I've already had 10s. I've had 13s. So I think I've had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, So yeah, it's just out of like all I just need are the 7, 8s, and 9s, and then I think I can say that I've tried out like at least all the Jordans that Jordan was wearing while he was in the league and stuff.
Fair.
Oh,
So
it was. So it was
So
like 2005 or 6.
She was born in '06.
It might have been '07 then. I bought 3 pairs of those plus 1 for her. That was stupid. Not buying 1 for her, buying 3 for me. That was dumb. I only got through 1. But anyways, instead of taking those straps and just placing them on this shoe, what they've actually done is put them on the bottom. We have an X plate right here, and that's supposed to mimic the cross strap system.
Do you know what this is giving me?
What?
Kyrie Infinity vibe.
A little bit.
Especially because you can see where they would go up into the side panel.
Yes, right here. A lot of people thought that this right here was Velcro and that you were gonna have like removable straps or something like that, which to be perfectly honest, sounds cool. That's obviously not what's on here. So again, we have this kind of like chassis plate.
I can see it though, where it's like they have it where it starts off on the like on the other side of the shoe, and then it wraps around. Cause I was trying to like imagine like how, but it's like it's on the other side, and then it kind of has like a curve where then it could have like led into the Nike sign. Bro, that would have been sick too. I'm saying
here
like
it's an X plate. It goes all the way through the midfoot and forefoot area of the shoe. It allows a ton of rigidity and stiffness in that area, but still some spring. Really reminds me of like if they were to focus on MJ's fadeaway shot, but not the shot itself, everything that happens before it. So his feet planting, he always would talk about how you're supposed to feel the defense with your legs. So if you take about from the waist down, that whole section of movement, it feels like they've really implemented the X plate in here for that specifically. I don't know if that's true. It's just what I see as a Jordan fan, somebody that grew up watching the guy. That's what I see when I see this. I'm like, yo, if MJ was still playing today, he would rock the shit out of the entire league with that one shot, just like he used to in this shoe, and it would be awesome. Now the upper is where things start to really get interesting. It looks like they've moved away a little bit from the Leno weave, even though it looks like Leno weave right here. I just don't want to call it that because I don't know if that's actually true or not. All I know is that it's woven, looks kind of like that really thick flywire stuff that they used to use. And again, it's really see-through and everything. What you're seeing through it right here, that white panel, that's actually the tongue. So it's semi-gusseted.
Oh, okay.
It's attached right here. But from there back,
there's like a
it's
blue
free.
piece in
It's
there
not
too.
Like an inner sleeve or a booty or anything like the original 8s. And this section of the material looks really cool, and it also feels very like supportive despite it being see-through. It should be extremely breathable as well, so it feels like it could be an outdoor shoe. So like I wish that they were a little bit like the rubber was a little stronger, but it is what it is. This back section feels like synthetic nubuck, and then they've got embroidery or stitching all over it. Now the leather is featured on the toe and the eye stay area, and I'm pretty sure that it's synthetic. I think that this might be vegan friendly leather, and I think that if it's true, because it really doesn't feel like leather. Like I even take pictures and blow it up. It looks like there's fibers in it, but when I compare it to other shoes that I have with vegan friendly leather, it feels damn near identical. And am I mad about that? Not really. I had said in one of my McDowell videos, I think it was like that original one, the white and orange, but basically I had said like, hey, if the brand itself was to use performance grade leather that was vegan friendly, that felt like that, I would be totally cool with that. And that's exactly what this feels like. I don't know if that's what their intention was. I'm just saying that it feels good. Another callback to the Air Jordan 8 would be the tongue itself. Obviously, we don't have the Chanel patch right there, or the Chanel logo, but the tongue itself is neoprene. You have a similar logo. One of the differences though is that with the neoprene tongue, usually that does not offer a lot of ventilation. Instead, it offers a lot of comfort. What they've done here is they've just completely punched out holes.
Oh, so I thought that's how I was about to say. I'm like, bro, if the shoes really look like, I'm like, bro, you could go outside running and stuff. They're like, how they gonna have shoes with like headlights on them? I'm like, that would have been kind of cool though. I support that.
Comfort. This is awesome. This tongue is weird as too, by the way. Look at this. It's like a dual layered, like it's like super puffy in the black section, and then it just kind of like lips up. I don't know if this is a callback to MJ's tongue. It would be really weird, but it also wouldn't be out of the ordinary. I'm just letting you guys know, if you remember the Air Jordan 15s, it was modeled after like a fighter jet and all that stuff, but the tongue came sticking out, and they always had said, MJ sticks out his tongue, so did we. It sounds corny, but that's what they did. Now, as far as fit is concerned, they do fit true to size. I will say they look very small when you pull them out of the box. It kind of really reminds me of the Air Jordan 34s. I don't know if it's just the color blocking.
Because it's probably like that with other shoes. It's like that extra thick layer of material that they're putting on the outside. So, yeah, where it does look like, I am going to have to probably go down a size or something, because they look huge. But yeah, no, they do look small. They do, like, seeing them here, they do look small. And I think Wear Test, I think he said he's like a 9.5, I think. So I'm like, yeah, with me, I'm like, okay, 10.5. I'll probably still, though, I think I'd still go up half a size, just because I'm a little, like, I'm not so trusting with some shoes. Like, I ain't tried shoes. I'm like, oh, okay, fits just like any other shoe. Then you try them on and be like, no, it does not fit like any other shoe.
That's just kind of like the first vibe that I get when I pulled them out, outside of, goddamn, they're beautiful. But they do fit true to size, so whatever you typically wear, that is what I would recommend. I think that they fit perfectly one-to-one. They're so comfortable. I can't even explain that to you guys enough. When you put these on in store, which hopefully you do, just bounce around in them a little bit, man. These are mad comfortable. But with all that being said, thank you guys once again for being here. We will catch y'all on the next one. Let us know your thoughts on the 38
go up to the
down
local
below,
mall,
especially if you ended up playing in them. And I know that right now you probably haven't, but by the time you watch this, eventually it'll be that time. You know what I mean? I don't even remember when these release. I think it's next month. But sound up below, let us know. Thank you once again for being here. We greatly appreciate you guys. We will catch y'all on the next one. So until then,
that'd be crazy if they release on my birthday. I'm like, fam, if they release on my birthday, I already know what I'm doing. So, but no, they do look nice. I just wish that they had. I'm gonna see if they got like any other colorways. No, I don't think. Yeah, officially there's inspired by the Air Jordan 8 new plate takedown. Okay, I haven't said though when it releasing on. Oh, okay, begins with the fundamental colorway. And then there's like following this FIBA look, it said on September, and the women's exclusive Center Star follows on September 25th. Okay. I support it. I just wish that they had like more colorways. It's 200 though. I'm like, that's crazy. And it's like, it then I think with the 37s, they didn't even cost that much. And it's like, I felt like it came with more. That's wild. I mean, I guess, like, comfort-wise, yeah, I can see why it would be 200. But if not, I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try those out when they do release. So, but anyways, guys, if you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Wear Testers for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me, too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.